Well, it started when a friend of mine's child was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and he had radiation chemotherapy and surgery. Did really well after 18 months of treatment, but then 18 months later, he relapsed. And so when he relapsed, that's kind of when I got involved, and we were praying and making sure that they were fed and taken care of. And one day I went to the hospital to see him, and at the time he was the same age as my oldest son, so they were seniors in high school. And what I saw really horrified me. Here Jonathan, my son, was, running around, playing sports, doing everything you want your child to do as a senior, fielding scholarships, picking a college. And William is, literally on death's door and laying in the bed, just looking horrible. And I looked at his mom and I said, what can I do to help you? And I'm not making you dinner because your situation is beyond dinner. And so she looked at me and she said, raise money for childhood cancer research. And I said, well, I don't want to be offensive, but like billions of dollars every year goes to cancer research. And she said, well, not childhood cancer. And so I said, there's a difference? And she said, yes. And I asked her what it was, and she couldn't tell me. And I said, well, let me do some research and, figure it out, and I will do that. So I researched it and found out that adults get breast, lung, colon, and prostate cancer, and kids get solid tumors, brain tumors, and a different kind of leukemia, ALL, than adults get. And the research is done by completely different doctors, and it is underfunded, a minimum of $30 million a year. So a lot of people don't realize that exactly. I get that expression a lot, like, oh my stars. So I realized there was a problem. And so we set out, I guess we're just about to start our 5th year. So we've been around 4 years, starting our 5th year, and it's been very exciting. Mm-hmm. Children's bodies are still growing and developing, and so finding the right drug combination, finding the right treatment, is different. And because the cancers are different, they behave differently, and because the children's bodies are growing and developing, their response is different. One of the things that we're finding out in childhood cancer, because the survivor rate has increased, but 2/3 of the children who survive their childhood cancer have long-term side effects, which you really don't see in the adult cancers the way you do with the kids. So you're looking at anything from, learning disabilities to severe cognitive problems to heart to lung to hearing loss. And so the survivorship issue, in the treatment is important. So Rally's mission is we raise money through volunteers across the country to fund childhood cancer research to find better treatments with fewer long-term side effects, and then ultimately a cure.